Hey everybody, welcome. Today is going to be a weird off-cycle release. It's not part of our weekly schedule, so that will continue as normal. But I had a pretty big announcement that we wanted to make about our channel today. So that's why this video kind of came out at a random time. Before I get into all that though, I just wanted to kind of say I hope everybody is doing okay out there. I know this is an absolutely crazy time. I've never imagined in my life that things could just all of a sudden become like what they've become with the COVID-19 coronavirus stuff. This is absolutely crazy. It's so stressful, and I hope everybody out there is doing well, and I hope that the fun stuff I'm going to be talking about today could make someone's life a little bit better, hopefully provide something relaxing to take your mind off of stuff. So with that being said, what this video is about today is that Amy and I have kind of come full circle with the original vision of our passion project, the Cactus Atlas, and we released our official website, which is really the main thing behind what we've been doing. We've been doing a lot of YouTube content, and a lot of you have probably watched that. The YouTube content was really to supplement the website. And that's what I'm here to do today, is to reveal the website to you and to give you a quick demo. So sit back, relax, and check it out. All right, here we are at our brand new website, cactusatlas.com, right there in the URL bar. Hopefully that's pretty easy to remember. Also note that we are a secure website. And let's just start and look at the homepage a little bit, see what we have going on here. So at first glance, you're probably thinking, oh yeah, this is just a blog, like a WordPress blog or something like that, and you would be correct. There is an aspect of that here, but there's much more than meets the eye that I'm going to cover in a little bit. But you can see our most recent post here at the top. At the time of recording this, we released the Tonto National Monument Lower Ruin video, so that's currently featured up here. If I scroll down, you'll see the other recent posts in chronological order from week to week as you scroll down the page. So note that every week when we release something new, this will update and you'll see something new, and videos will kind of move down the recent posts until they kind of fall off. Looking here on the right side of the column, you'll note that we've kind of got a little about blurb here. We have our suggested videos, mainly for new folks that may have not been to the site before. One cool feature that I like is if you refresh the web page, watch the suggested videos over here. We kind of randomize them and load them there, so we can kind of get a good sampling out to people if they haven't been to the site before. Then the next thing I'm going to call your attention to is down here in this category area. Note adventures and campgrounds, like right there. My head's in the way. Look at the main nav up here. You'll see that we kind of have it broken out like that. Also, this is kind of the main gist of the site. We break things up separately between campgrounds, where we go spend the night, do a campground review, and then the activities that we do kind of surrounding the campground, what we call adventures. So that would be hikes, roadside attractions, sometimes a theme park, who knows, anything like that. Now you can click on a category if you like. Let's say you were interested in historical stuff. If you click historical, that'll bring you to the adventures page filtered by historical adventures. And you can see everything over there has some kind of historical significance. If that's not what you were looking for and you were more into, let's say you were looking for Grand Canyon stuff, you can click Grand Canyon, and then the page refilters and shows all of the posts pertinent to the Grand Canyon. So far, hopefully not too difficult. So one other thing that I wanted to point out really quick before I get really deep into the demo is that this entire site works on your mobile phone also. So you would just go to your browser on your phone, cactusatlas.com, and you'll get a mobile version of the site. All the same functionality as desktop. I'm going to be demoing this on the desktop. It's just a lot easier to show it that way using a mouse and stuff. But mainly just wanted to say, this works on virtually any device you can imagine. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk about briefly is our main nav. Kind of give you a high-level view of the site really quick. First thing I want to call your attention to is over here, the Cactus Atlas logo. Yes, we're doing a little bit of rebranding. Amy and I were kind of experimenting. We wanted something that was a little bit more minimalistic and hopefully professional. We felt a lot of our stuff is kind of cartoony. So I don't know, like I'm a fan of this new look. We are keeping our little cactus guy around, and we want the brand to be recognizable to you guys. We don't want to confuse any of you that are familiar with us and think that it's a different YouTube channel or something. It's us, so do not fear. But over time, we're going to start migrating some assets on our YouTube channel to match this new look and feel, but we'll probably do it in a very smooth and slow way so as not to confuse people. Now, moving over to the navigation, you can see the main nav items right now. Homepage, adventures, we talked about that briefly. Camping, information is a new thing, and I'm going to come back to that in a second, but that's my favorite part of the website. You can view videos on our site as well as a little blurb about the Cactus Atlas, who we are, what we're doing. And of course, we've got links to all of our social media over here, and then some search functionality. So if you came to the site, you can actually click on the search box and get a drop-down list of everything currently on the site, and you can actually filter those results. So if I wanted something like Grand Canyon, I started typing Grand, and any video that is related to the Grand Canyon will get filtered here. So let's say that I wanted to see the Grand Canyon Railway. Click on that, and it will then load the pertinent page. In this case, the adventures page, the article for the Grand Canyon Railway. Okay, so let's dig a tad bit deeper here, shall we? Let's say you've landed on our website and you have gone to our adventures page and you're like, oh yeah, I want to know something about the Grand Canyon. And I scroll down, oh yeah, I've heard of this Uncle Jim trail before, this Uncle Jim overlook. I want to know more about it. The green buttons, once again, will take you to a blog post. Note that you can share these posts on social media right now, Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest. And really, it's just a blog post. You could read about the adventure, probably talk a lot about the same things that I did on the videos, but there's probably other stuff that I didn't mention on the videos that would supplement the video. So you might want to come back and read this when you get a chance. And if you get to the bottom of the article, you've got a few options, a few different routes you can take. Let's say you've never been to our YouTube channel, you've never seen a Cactus Atlas video, and you want to watch a video about the Uncle Jim Trail. You can click that. I'm going to save that for a minute though. Or you could click this brown button and view information about the trail. Also, if there is a nearby campground, which in this case there is, we have a campground that's 1.2 miles away. The North Rim campground will actually show high-level information about a campground. I'll skip this for a minute. There's some links you can click there too, but let's look at information for the Uncle Jim Trail really quick. So this is pretty much the standard format for all of our information pages. Note that you've got high level, you've got the range of prices up here, addresses, phone numbers, you've got links to Google directions. So let me close these other tabs really quick. If you go here, you could see this is the map to the North Kaibab Trailhead, which is really where you would start the Uncle Jim Trail. And you can click and get directions, whatever you need from there. You've got links to the National Park website for the North Rim. And then also, if it exists, I actually linked to some of the PDF pocket maps that you'd get if you ever visited. These things are painfully long to load. That one actually loaded pretty quickly. Government sites are slow sometimes, but you could see for national parks, I linked to all these things so you could print the PDF out before you go if you wanted to. Some summary information. Now we get into the really good stuff. If you wanted let's say you hadn't read the blog post yet, you could read the review here. Watch the video once again. We get a lot of our data from external sources, so it stays up to date at all times. In this case, we get hours of operation from Google. The Grand Canyon's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so that one's pretty simple. These are all collapsible, by the way. And we list any kind of pricing. These are the current prices to enter the Grand Canyon National Park, North Rim. And then my favorite thing is we actually pull in data from a public API, something that REI provides, a hiking project, and we pull in a lot of high-level data about trails, including the overall ascent and descent in feet, the overall elevation, high and lows there, a bunch of trail features. But my favorite thing is this, the this map, you can actually zoom in, and this is the Uncle Jim Trail right here, and you can actually see everything. This is actually where it would connect with the Kaibab trailhead, by the way. But yeah, interactive maps for trails, and then also we even pull in the weather forecast and current weather conditions for any adventure or campground in case you're planning a trip. So that's pretty sweet, I think. Also, if there's a nearby campground, which there is for this one, you'll see it on this page also. So let's say that I'm like, cool, I want to go hike this Uncle Jim Trail. I know I want to camp overnight at the Grand Canyon. Got a bunch of high-level information about the campground here that you might want to know, particularly how far away is it from this location, a range of prices. But we're going to click on more information really quick. And this brings you to the information page for a campground, which is a very similar layout to the information page for an adventure. I'm pulling a lot of information in from external sources on this. A lot of this comes from recreation.gov. If you've ever booked a site to a national park, you're probably familiar with that site. We pull in any kind of like cautions or warnings that they have on their site at the time, information like summary information from them. We pull in all of the campsite amenities, like high level. We even pull in all of the accessible sites that are at a campground, if they have them, and links to reserve individual accessible sites, the weather report, directions, and then nearby things to do, which would be any activity in the area. Obviously, this Uncle Jim Look is the nearby activity for that campground. It's the only thing we ever did while we were there. But let's go back up here and let's say, cool, I want to reserve the campsite. Well, you can click this, and this will open up a page to recreation.gov, which is the North Rim Campground site. And from here, you can conduct your business, peruse campsites, whatever you want to do. Or, right now we're showing specific campsites for accessible sites here. So let's say I wanted to check out site 78, this accessible site. I can pull that up and it will link you directly to that site where you can check availability, try to book your dates, whatever it is you want to do. So we're really trying to consolidate data from multiple sources in one place to hopefully make it really easy for you to learn about the campground as well as move forward and book it, whatever it is you want to do next. Okay, so videos. By the way, anytime you see a thumbnail on the site to a video, you can actually click it and it'll bring you to our videos page and load that video. You could also click the videos link up here and it'll load that page for you too. Similar to blog posts and camping posts, you can filter by category, the same categories. So let's say I wanted to see all the camping videos. I can click that and you'll see at a glance all of our camping videos on the site, or historical videos, so on and so forth. I think the power of this, even if you are a subscriber or you really came to us through our YouTube channel, this might interest you because on YouTube, we've got different playlists, but it might be kind of hard to see everything and filter through it in the way that we do it here on the site. So this may be of interest to you, but really this is probably more geared towards someone that's never been to our YouTube channel or seen our videos. We're trying to use our website to drive traffic to YouTube and YouTube to the website to kind of provide extra value for people going in both directions. But overall, let's say you found a video that you wanted to watch. You just simply click play and it will play the video.
Welcome to an episode of the
It's me.
world-famous Cactus Atlas.
And then let me pause that really quick. So anyway, yeah, at a glance, that's really just the video page. That one's pretty self-explanatory. I think doesn't really require too much to say about it. So there you go. All right, really the only other things that I wanted to touch on here would be we've got an about page. I mean, that's just really information about who we are, what we're doing, how you can support us. You guys can read that if that interests you. Also, privacy policy stuff, all the boring stuff that you're never going to read ever. And then one other thing that might be of interest to you, I kind of have to look over here. It's hidden behind me. I can't move. There's a bunch of social media links. You can kind of see one there. And then there's a contact us link. So just trust me that it's there. I apologize about that. I didn't really think about that when I did this. But anyway, it brings you to this page. If you want to email us, we use a service to kind of filter emails, to filter out spam and stuff. It's a secure service. You can, give us your email address, send us a message. Like if you want to give us feedback about the website, something you might want to see different, anything, just or say hi, like whatever. Contact us anytime. It's one of the only two ways you currently can communicate with us at the time being. The other way would be writing a comment on our YouTube videos. And I wanted to take a moment to talk about that really quick. Your feedback for anything we do is always like super, super important. So when it comes to this website, if you guys ever get time and have an interest in looking at it, if there's anything you don't like or maybe a feature you'd like to see sometime in the future, hit us up on our YouTube comments. Like let us know what you think there, or if you want to be more anonymous about it, use our contact link here at email. Now we do have a few features that we're planning like as next big features for the website. I'm going to just kind of share that with you really quick. One's going to be translating all of our content into multiple languages. I'm going to look into language services that can assist with that, so we can kind of have a broader international reach for our content, mainly to cater to people that are trying to plan that once in a lifetime trip and they're coming from Europe or something. So want to provide a really good resource for people for that. And then we're thinking about doing like a forum, like comments for users per post, or just maybe just a forum in general to have open discussions as we go forward. So, and we've got many other features that we're talking about too, but those two are the big ones that I'd like to kind of tackle at some point in the near future. But if there's anything you think would be awesome, like I said, leave us a comment on YouTube for this particular video. That would be a great place to do it. Or, like I said, hit us on our contact us link on our website. That's the gist of it. Yeah, if you have any questions, like I said, drop us comments on our YouTube channel, send us an email through the website. And I genuinely hope that everybody hangs in there. And yeah, I think we will pull through this. But yeah, it's going to be a rough ride, I fear. So we're going to keep doing what we do here. Week to week. So if you need a break from all the madness and want to escape and go on an adventure in the American Southwest with us, we'd love to have you join us anytime. So see you later.